Hey there guys, it's me Gabrimer, and today, welcome to a different kind of video. I'll explain in the future what happened to the videos, but for now, I want to make a video talking about my new school, alright? That's going to explain a lot of things that also happened to my channel. Ever since the 7th grade, I had to move out from my school because I was having troubles with it. I wasn't getting good grades, so I did. I changed schools, and now I'm in a place called Pollux. At this new school, I joined at the very end of the 7th grade, just for it was kind of like a risk to take, kind of like a sacrifice I had to do to save my grades, because I wasn't getting good ones, as I said, and I thought that was the only way out to get to the 8th grade. So then I did move to this school, and wow, I have a lot of stuff to say. First of all, I got introduced there so well. Everyone just greeted me. They accepted for who I was. And overall, I have great friends there, and I'm really thankful for it. Second of all the teachers, coordinators, they just greeted me also, like, very nicely. I'm so grateful for that I'm in a school that respects me and stuff, and cares for me as a part of the school, that actually thinks that I represent a part of it. Third thing is, I was getting used to the new school. I was getting comfort from it, and I was actually liking the class. There was a lot of teachers that made the class interesting, doing sort of different things. For English class, we had this this game where you would put really loud music on your headphones, and you would try to read each other's lips to see what they're saying, and if you guess what phrase they're saying, you win. But it wasn't only based on games that the class would get interesting. I have this one history/geography teacher that just explains stuff so clearly and stuff. He jokes around as well with the class. He's pretty funny, honestly, and he's the main reason why I passed grades. I was having troubles with both those classes, and on my retake test, which is a test that you do if you fail your grades at the end of the year, he helped me a lot. He used his computer, he taught everything with details, and overall, I just focused so much, and I was getting interested by the class whenever I just had problems, and I didn't really enjoy history and geography that much, but that teacher just changed it completely. So, why is this school so great? Why do I think this school is really great? Because they have a different kind of system from what other schools I've seen. For example, we do have tests. We have tests. Well, it's not a school if you don't have tests, It's hard and all, but you gotta accept it. Test is, what they do. But it's not all tests. They rate you based around on what you do for certain projects. So, for example, we had this kind of journal we had to make, and when I joined the school, I was really interested to do it, and we just had to type up stuff from interviews of the other teachers and stuff, and you would get rated by that. You would get grades from it. It's a different way of grading, you, because a test really doesn't show how much you know. It shows how much effort you put into that. It doesn't show completely your capability of, what you know about that one subject. As I mentioned before, in this school, they make a care for you. They actually treat you well, with respect, and you mean something to them, They really care for each student they have there. They don't just scrap it oh, it's another student, let's just put him in there and only talk to him when we have to talk to the entire class. No, they make you a different kind of student. Each one is a specific one, Of course, you're gonna kind of be rolled as a student, no duh, but they care for you. Again, that's the only way I can explain it. Really, I don't have other words for it. Since I like English a lot, they have this thing called bilingual classes, and honestly, it's the most fun thing I have ever experienced in my entire like school stuff I've done. It's extra classes you can take for improving your English. Now, what do? They just give you paper to write down stuff. They do that, but not only that. You get to do a lot of exercises in there, like physical exercises, games. Recently I had this game where the teacher would give us a word, like mainly a country, you know. There was an exception, like Europe, for example. They put Europe, then you had to make you had to name a word that was linked with that word. So like Europe, I put countries, and then of countries I could go for like England, Netherlands, Italy, France, Poland, yada yada. Oh, so many places. And that was the game. You had to write down as much as you could in like 2 minutes. And honestly, it was really fun. Like, I enjoyed it. And mainly that's why I like these kind of classes. It's pretty much like, I guess you could say like you're hanging out for friends, really. Because, like, you know, we just have a good time there. And it's so interesting. What mainly I like about the school is because they have a different type of pace, as I said before. They like doing other stuff than regular systems. You read the board, you write stuff down on your notebook, you study, do the test, loop. It's not only that. Every time we have a different activity to do. And it's just, you know, you have more freedom, I guess. And it's like the only thing I wished for school. If it wasn't just the same old boring tedious thing, and we just had a different kind of stuff we do, you know, a different pace, and also freedom, because in my past school I didn't have that, and I'm just so glad I've met this school. Honestly, I was feeling really upset. I don't know if I would say depressed, but I was feeling very upset from my past school. And changing to this one changed pretty much my life at this point. I love it. It's amazing of what you can do in the school, how you can spread your creativity, and so overall, this is a good school. It changes its type of system. It's not the same thing they do for every school, and honestly, that's at least what I think is necessary for a school. It needs to be interesting. It needs to be different. It needs to be unique. Different and unique is almost the same thing. It needs to have respect, freedom, and that's what the school has, really. It has everything, everything that I ever wanted is in the school. So, thank you, Pollux. I'm really glad to have you as a student, and I'm so glad you invited me to this great part of my life. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave a like if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and want to see more content like this. Comment below what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!